We're making some progress. At this point, the search area has been expanded, but search crews, along with canines, are concentrating on specific areas where they found suspected footprints, as well as areas where canines had hit on a scent. So we're following up on those locations and searching those more thoroughly.
Are they optimistic with those developments?
We remain optimistic with every little bit of information that comes in similar to that.
The family seems to think, he has survival skills, that he might be injured out there. How important is it to get to him quickly?
Well, I think with each passing hour, it becomes more imperative that we find him. And of course, if he's injured, depending on the severity of those injuries, I think it's super important that we find him as soon as possible.
What are the theories on what might happen? I mean, what are the best 2 or 3 theories you guys, like people, search and rescue folks, work through in situations like this?
Yeah, I would say that he possibly fell down, broke a leg, is injured, is typically the most likely. From the information that we received, that Mr. Smith is frequent in this area and hunted in here a great deal, and that being lost scenario maybe isn't quite as likely.
Injured as opposed to lost?
Yes, I would think if we were going to speculate, that probably would be the best way to go.
How does weather play into this? We're talking about staying overnight. What's it been like up here?
Well, the daytime temperatures obviously are comfortable, but as the early morning hours, I believe it's falling down into the temperatures in the 20s, and that's tough.
What's the strategy? What's the when the day begins? What do they try and do that they didn't do the day before?
Well, as I said before, that search area is going to expand.
Was it not on?
No, it's not on.
Sorry, Dave.
It's okay. Expand, and then, as we discussed earlier, that they're going to concentrate on specific areas that have led us to believe, such as footprints and scent.
I assume that the footprints is what the circles are right here by the truck. Are they finding footprints well away from the truck as well?
We have in areas east of here.
How far away?
That I don't know.
Take hundreds of yards, more than that.
I would say probably within a mile or two.
And nothing about him that has people thinking that this is a runaway.
No.
He's disappeared because that's what he wants to do, is disappear.
From everything we can conclude from the investigation, Devin sounds like he's a real solid guy, and this would be unusual for him to behave in this manner.
He's apparently out here by himself, and he apparently doesn't normally hunt by himself. Are others learning that if they're going to head out, try and work in pairs?
Well, I would hope so. This is such a remote area, and it just could be a matter of tripping over a rock and then rolling down a hill, hitting your head. You're stuck out here by yourself, and unless family members via GPS or some other tracking device don't know your exact location, it could be a bad situation.
So that's not the recommended practice.
Absolutely not.
And just a brief description of the terrain.
Well, I mean, it's heavily wooded, and as we drove in, you could see that very steep canyon walls. There's some rocky areas, some clear-cut areas from logging. But I certainly myself would not want to be out here lost.
You said there is a scent. Are we saying it's a specific scent to him, or something that the dog is able to?
Something that the dogs have hit on.
Human.
I would assume.
All right, and that offers some encouragement.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else?
You said 50 human?